I'm on a book buying ban now for June and hopefully July and August as well, because I'm really trying to get through my physical TBR. Hey, who would have thought it? Who would have thought? Me breaking my book buying ban. We all know what I said. We all know what I said. And in my defense, that was over a month ago. So we did it for a month. Was it going to be 3 months? Yes. But we did it for a month. And then my mum asked if I wanted to go charity shopping with her. And I said yes. And I bought a bunch of books. And then I went on Vinted and I bought some more books. And that is how we ended up with this many new books. Oh no, that's so many to haul. So like, you know, it could be worse, could be better, could be worse, but it could be worse. Like, come on guys. And you know what, I'm happy with the books, and I have decided it's just not for me. A book buying ban, it's just not for me. Like, yes, I want to get through my physical TBR, and so instead of a book buying ban, because that's mean, like it's mean to me. And it's mean to you guys as well because you like the videos. So like, you know, my book hauls always do well. I don't want to, you know, I'm doing it for you. So that's the thing, but also for me. And yeah, basically I think instead of doing a full out ban, just because like I think I like book shopping more than I like reading at this point. But yeah, I'm not going to ban myself from buying books completely. I'm going to try. I think the new vibe going forward is a 2 out 1 in. So if I read 2 books off my physical TBR, I then have like a voucher in my mind to buy a new one, if that makes sense. Starting from now, starting after this haul, so the next 2 books that I read, I can then buy another one. I think that makes more sense. Then we can still have fun, we can still go book shopping, and then it makes it into a bit of a game where I can like build up, like, you know, read 10 books, then go out and buy 5 at once, you know, that type of vibe. So I think it'll be fun. But yeah, anyway, you know what, like I can pretend all I want. I'm not upset about it. Like, I'm very happy to be having new books to show you guys, and honestly these were all secondhand and a lot of them in charity shops, so the money's going to a good place. And we've got some really good books here, like some that I really wouldn't have expected to have been able to find in a charity shop, so I am absolutely buzzing about that. So let's just go. What shall we start with first? Firstly, I'll start with 2 technically are going to be my mum's because she bought them, but I'm going to keep them on my bookshelf, if that makes sense. And I'm probably going to read them, like we're both going to read them, but I'll have them on my bookshelves, but like she was the one that wanted them. But I do like these editions. So we've got 2 classics. Look at me. This is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins and The Moonstone, also by Wilkie Collins. My mum has read both of these and really enjoyed them. I think this might be kind of mystery vibes and this one's like fantasy vibes. So honestly, I know nothing about them. They don't even have like a synopsis or anything, but these were £3 each in a charity shop, and I think that's such a good deal for, look at those gorgeous spines, they look so cute. So yeah, those are the first 2. We've got The Woman in White and The Moonstone. I won't talk too much about them because I don't know much about them. Then this one is from my dad and technically my mum, I think, as well. They've both read it. When my parents read books, they often pass them down to me and then I just keep them on my bookshelves and I read them too. This is A Femlandia by Christina Dalcher. I haven't heard anyone speaking too much about this one, but I think it's like a feminist dystopian type of thing where there's a place where women can go without men, I believe, but there's actually something sinister going on there. So I think it'll be really interesting. I've read Vox, which is on the front, and I really enjoyed that one, so I'm super duper excited to give this a go. Then we have another one which I actually hadn't heard of and then looked it up, and it turns out this released in May of 2023 and I bought this in July, so I don't understand how they've got that much of a quick turnaround on it, but I'm very excited about it. And that is Murder in a Heatwave, which is a collection of short stories from kind of classic mystery authors. Got Dorothy L. Sayers, Ian Rankin and Arthur Conan Doyle amongst others, and they're all kind of like short mystery stories, and I believe set kind of in summer vibes. That's why it's Murder in a Heatwave. So I would love to be able to get around to this month, fingers crossed. I've got a big TBR. If you've seen it, it's my last video. 16 books on that TBR, but fingers crossed I can also get around to this. I think it'll be super duper fun to read a summer book in summer. And I read one Agatha Christie, which I did enjoy. I listened to that via audiobook, and I did think that if I read it physically I'd enjoy it more. Obviously Agatha's not in this one, but similar vibes. I love mystery, so I'm really excited to give this a go. Especially exciting that it's a new release. I mean, obviously it wasn't written in 2023, but like the collection and the book was put together then, like edited. Then we have Lisa Jewell. I have read no Lisa Jewell books, but every time I see her in a charity shop, I buy the book. Same with Sherry Lapina. I've got 2 Sherry Lapinas here. I've got 2 or 3 Lisa Jewells, I believe. Not read any of them, but this is Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. I want to give this one a wipe down. This definitely looks a little bit more used than the other ones, but this, I believe, is about a girl that goes missing, and they accuse kind of the boy that lives opposite her, who's a bit of like a recluse type of boy. So I think this is going to be very interesting. I love a thriller, so really excited to give this one a go, and I definitely need to pick up one of her books. I probably will pick up The Family Upstairs first. I think that's one of her most popular, but yeah, super excited for that one. And this one, I believe this one's slightly controversial, but I'm actually so excited for it. Randomly, I was actually thinking about this the morning before I went charity shopping. I was thinking about this series, and it's definitely an older series. It's kind of an old YA fantasy series, and I was thinking, like, I actually think I want to give that a go because it never really appealed to me, and I know it's got like mixed reviews, but it's like probably one of the most famous YA fantasy series ever, at least from the 2010s. So yeah, I'm super excited for it, and I know people love it. Like Rachel, Catherine and Katie from Katie the Reading, I know, adore it, and that is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, and this is City of Bones. Not the prettiest of covers, but I mean, if I don't love it, then it doesn't really matter, and if I do, I'll probably get nicer covers. Also, look at this ugly sticker, like that is on the book. Are you kidding? It says Mortal Instrument, now a major motion picture. Why is that there? Anyway, I believe this is basically about a girl called Clary Frey, who kind of finds that there's actually like secret vampires, werewolves in New York City, and there is a ton of books in this series, and I'm super duper excited to give it a go finally. I do think I'll probably pick this one up this side of this year, so very excited to give this one a go too. I think that'll be a fun time, and to be honest, like the spine's not even broken. It's got some discolouring on the top where you can see it's obviously been in the sun, only that part, but otherwise it's like in pretty much very good condition. So it's a long one though. It's like over 500 pages, but excited to give it a go. Then I got this one, which I have actually been looking at a few times in Waterstones, because I love a dystopia. I really love a dystopia, and I think this is an adult dystopian, and it's called Blue Ticket by Sophie McIntosh. I looked this up on Goodreads. It's got pretty low reviews, to be honest, but it's a short one, and it's a hardback too, and it's got really pretty end pages, so love that. Oh, and it's got a ticket on the front. How fun is that? So yeah, I love a little special edition, technically I guess this is, but yeah, I believe it's about where women are, after they have their first period or their first bleed, they are given a ticket, either blue or white, depending on whether you have children or not, and like you can't change that, I guess. But yeah, still super excited for it, and I do want to give it a go. It's not too long. This one's about 200 pages, I believe, 270-ish. So I am still excited to give that one a go, even if it's not got the best of reviews. Then I brought a book that I already own. I bought the hardback edition of the second Thursday Murder Club book, and you guys might be saying, why did you buy this? And I will be telling you, because I needed it. This has got such a cute little cover on here. It's not the sprayed edges edition, but it's still got the cute little end papers, and basically if you look at my shelves you can actually see it here. So we've got the Thursday Murder Club, the Bullet That Missed, and then the first 2 books are here, and obviously they don't go together well, and all of the other books in the series I will be probably pre-ordering and getting special editions of, at least the Waterstones exclusive editions of, and this one is hardback, and obviously the rest are going to be in hardback, and it's just going to be the first 2 that are in paperbacks. And don't get me wrong, I think the paperbacks are so cute together, but just on my shelves it's going to look so much nicer if I have the full series in hardback, you know what I mean? So then they will match. And this was literally £1. Yeah, it was £1, so I'm very happy to get it. It's not the most amazing condition. It's got a couple of little like tears on the top, but really nothing too noticeable at all. And I mean, I find that all kind of proper paper covered hardbacks do get a little bit like that, so I'm not too bothered about that. And I still will keep the other editions, it's just I want them to be nice and matchy on my shelves, because it's one of my favourite series ever, and I cannot wait for the new book. Then I'm going to save that one till last. That's probably the one I'm most excited about. Then we have my final 3 set of books, and these are super exciting. 3 of them I'm actually really excited and surprised to see in a charity shop. 2 of them especially, because I was going to get them from Waterstones, because like you can't get them anywhere else, and something down in a charity shop for £2. So firstly, just on a different note, we do have Two Can Keep a Secret, which is, I believe, the same author of One of Us is Lying. I don't think it's the same series, but it's a fun little blue sprayed edges, and it's just a short mystery thriller. It's just over 300 pages, YA cute little mystery, and I really enjoyed the first one, so I can't wait to give this one a go as well. This was just £2, so again, excited for that one. Then this book I did not realise was so big. This I got for £1, and it is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is a thick book, like she is thick, and I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to be such a fun read. Another YA mystery. I believe this is about a girl who goes to a special academy for people with certain skills, and hers is like solving mysteries and murders and stuff, and there has been a murder, I believe, a few years prior, and she's trying to basically solve it. So yeah, super duper excited for this one. I think I'm gonna have a great time with it. I love a mystery, and YA mysteries I always find are super easy to read, so cannot wait for this one. Then we have The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. Again, this I was shocked to see, and I got it for only £2. This is a fantasy book about witches, and it's set in 1893. I believe it's like feminist suffragette vibes, and I'm super duper excited for it. I know a lot of people who have really enjoyed this, and I'm super excited for it. I had it on my wish list at Waterstones. I see it in there all the time. It's £10 in Waterstones, and I got it for £2 in a charity shop, so I'm absolutely over the moon about this. I haven't even seen this in like the Works or other cheaper book places, so I thought like it's a lesser well-known one, so I was really excited to find this in the charity shop. And I think I'm gonna guess that the person that donated this also donated my next book, because they're similar vibes and also very like less well known, unless you're kind of like on the side, I guess, of booktube booktalk that I am, which is kind of like fantasy, cozy fantasy vibes. So that's that one. And then we also have A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I cannot believe that this was in a charity shop near me. What the hell? This is like £12–13 normally, because I believe it's independently published, or at least a small publisher, and this is A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. I've heard this comped to like Legends and Lattes. I think this is more YA though, and it's basically about a girl who, in a world where different wizards have different powers, and hers is through baking. So I think it's gonna be so cute. I believe there's like a mystery involved, so yeah, super duper excited about this one, and it's gonna be my first T. Kingfisher, and I absolutely can't wait. I can't believe I found this in a charity shop, honestly. For £2, I'm over the moon. Then we have 2 books that I bought off of Vinted, and I'm super duper excited about this. I sold a few of the books that I unhauled in my unhaul video on Vinted, and then it adds the money you get to your balance, so I kind of just use that balance again to buy new books off of Vinted. So these are both secondhand but in excellent condition. So I actually bought 2 horror books, because I am kind of in a little bit of a horror era. Not too heavy horror, I'm only going at the moment for authors that I've read from before and enjoyed. So firstly, I got a collection of short stories by Paul Tremblay, and this is Growing Things and Other Stories. This is actually a pretty thick one. You've got quite a lot of stories in here. I read a short story called The Last Conversation by him, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, we've got a lot of short stories in here. So you've got all of those, and then all of these on this side too. So yeah, super duper exciting. I really enjoyed his writing, and yeah, I think it's going to be like horror vibes. So it says, see a school class haunted by a life-changing video, the forces at work on 4 men fleeing the pawn shop they robbed at gunpoint, the meth addict kidnapping her daughter as the town is terrorized by a giant monster, or the woman facing the ghosts who scare her most in a choose your own adventure. So yeah, those are obviously just 4 of these stories in here, and you've got quite a lot. So yeah, super duper excited for this. I really hope I do get around to this soon, because I am really excited for this, and I believe I got it for maybe £1.25 or something, plus shipping obviously. But yeah, super excited about that, and it's literally like not even cracked spine, it's such good condition. And then finally, we've got a book by my favorite author, which has been on my wish list, on my TBR, like want to read for so long, and I never picked up, and that is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I have read How to Sell a Haunted House by him, which I gave 4.5 stars. I've read Horror Store, which I gave a full 5 stars, and then I also read Final Girl Support Group, which is just here as well, and that was also 5 stars. So I think this one, and I also have A Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, I think they're both very high 5-star potential, which is super duper exciting. So yeah, really excited about this one, and I absolutely cannot wait. I think I'm gonna have such a fun time with it, and it sounds so fun, and the cover is gorgeous. It's meant to be like an old VHS tape, so the like damage you can see on the side is actually part of it, like it's part of the book. It's like printed like that, that's not like actual book damage. So yeah, super duper excited about this. Again, it's such good condition, and I think I'm gonna have an amazing time with this one too, because I love his books. So yeah, those were all of the books that I picked up recently. How many do we have here? 14 new books. So I mean, it's not a small number. How many have I read since my last book haul? Maybe like 18, plus a lot of them were audiobooks and all Kindle Unlimited. So we are currently at definitely a net gain in the amount of books I've got this year so far. I'm trying to have a net negative, and also to read the books on my physical TBR, but I keep finding not, so that is the issue. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. We've got some fabulous books here that I'm super duper excited for. I literally cannot wait to read these. Obviously we have the two kind of classics, and then the ones more so that are my vibe here. Again, a lot of books. So yeah, let me know if you want to see any of these in reading vlogs in particular. I probably will try and get around to a few of these soon. I don't like them sitting on my TBR for ages, because then obviously I get less excited the longer I have them. But yeah, I really hope this has been focusing on me and not my bookshelves the whole time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn the bell to join a little club. Make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you're not watching my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a load linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!